Here's why optometry in the UK is set up to fail. The amount of money the NHS gives a practice for a sight test has just gone up from £23.53 to £24.30, which might sound decent if it was the 90s. But in 2025, that cost comes nowhere near covering the room, the equipment, the staff. So if a practice solely relied on sight tests and NHS sight tests, they'd be running at a loss. That's why the retail side, glasses and contact lenses, are needed to keep these businesses in the green. At the same time, funding for services like MECs have been cut in parts of the UK. These were appointments where patients could be checked for things like red eyes, flashes and floaters, things that shouldn't really need A&E. Now without those services, patients have been pushed back into GP practices, pharmacists and back in the emergency room, which in reality costs the NHS far more and they're usually not equipped for the same level of eye care. So the sight test is underfunded, local urgent care has been cut and the high street practices are expected to fill in the gap, usually through the retail side. And look, I know GOS fees and eye care is not on the top of Wes Streeting's list with everything going on at the minute, but if community eye care is going to avoid becoming glorified retail and this NHS 10-year plan of focusing on prevention rather than treatment is going to ring true, it needs proper funding.